Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this cute little Frankie box. It's actually a box in a bag. I don't know how that got named that. I guess because there's a box inside. Let me show you. See that? And then it's kind of shaped like a bag. And then I'm just using a gold binder clip to close up my little Frankie. How cute. I also wanted to let you know that this box in a bag can be any size high. So let me get my ruler here. I think this one is 4.5. No, this one's 4 inches tall. Okay, now let me show you the other two that I made. Now here's another Halloween one. And this one I think is the 4.5 inch. Yeah, this is 4.5 inches tall. Okay, and then I made this Christmas one. Now this is a larger box, but this one is 6.5. And I think I made it 6.5 because I wanted to get all 3 rows of the houses in this designer paper. So just remember that you can make this box any size that you want. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our cardstock. Okay, so I'm using the Cucumber Crush, and this piece is cut at 4.5 by 11. So instead of making the 4 inch, I thought I'd make it just a 1/2 inch bigger. So this one's the 4 inch, and then we're gonna make a 4.5 inch. And then I'm gonna use a piece of basic black, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by 11. And then for the box part of the bag, this piece is cut at 4.5 by 4.5. So we're gonna make that part first. So let's grab our Stampin' Trimmer. Okay, so this is the Cucumber Crush. This is 4.5 by 4.5, and we're gonna score all 4 sides at 1 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Now we're just going to go ahead and fold the score lines. So now when you're making the box part, remember it's not going to be seen like on the outside of the box, except for the bottom, which this one I did in Whisper White. But you can make it in any color. You can do it in black, white, whatever color you want. Okay, so now we're just going to put adhesive on these 4 tabs right here. So I'm going to use my Fast Fuse. Okay, now we're going to take our tear and tape, and I'm going to put a strip around the top edge of the box. Okay, all right, then we're going to bring in our Cucumber Crush. This is the 4.5 by 11, and then the basic black, this is the 1 3/4 by 11. And I'm going to put the tear and tape along one edge of both pieces. Okay, now to make Frankenstein's hair, all I did was I'm going to turn this over, and I'm just going to hand cut the little points on this cardstock. Making sure not to cut over top of the tear and tape. That's more of the guide that I'm going by, so I don't cut that. So you'll just continue doing this along the whole strip of the black, and I've already got one done, and this is what that looks like. And then there's my tear and tape along the back edge. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and build our Frankie face, and we're using 3 punches. We're going to use the 1 3/8 circle punch, the 3/4 circle punch, and then the acorn builder punch. Okay, so we're going to punch out one of the 1 3/8 circle punch with the Cucumber Crush, and then the acorn builder punch we're going to also punch out for the larger one. That's going to be for his nose. Okay, then we're going to punch out the Whisper White. You're going to need 2 for his eyes, and then the 3/4 inch you're going to need 2 for the center of his eyes. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and build our eyes. We're going to lay the black cardstock onto the Whisper White. Okay, then we're going to take the Cucumber Crush. We're just going to cut that in half to make his eyelids. And then we're going to sponge it with the Cucumber Crush Classic ink. And I'm going to use my sponge dauber. And I'm going to also sponge his nose. I'm going to cut this little stem off. Okay. Okay, now we're going to use some dimensionals. We're going to put some dimensionals on the eyelids. Just going to make his eyelid kind of like it's droopy. So cute. Okay, then his nose. Now this part, this is the bottom part of the acorn. That's going to be like for his nose. So his eyes are going to be over top of that point of the acorn. So I'm just going to put a dimensional at the very bottom because then this is going to slide up underneath. Okay. All right, now let's go back to the bag. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take our box of our bag and we're going to peel off the tear and tape backing. And then we're going to take our one edge, you're going to start it in the back of the box, and you're going to line that edge up at the bottom of the edge of the box. And you're just going to work that around, pressing those, both of the sets of tear and tape onto the box. I'm trying to keep this in the camera so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to have to put some adhesive there. I forgot to put some of the tear and tape, so I'm just going to put fast fuse there. So put some tear and tape on that edge too, so when it comes to the end, you can adhere all together, just like that. Okay, so there's your box and a bag. All right, now we're going to do the same thing with the hair. Peel off the tear and tape. Okay, and we're going to start in the back where that seam is, and this time we're going to go along the top edge. How cute. Okay, so there's his hair. Okay, now we're going to build his face. So of course we're going to put his eyes on first. I guess right about there. Right there. Let me move this one over a little bit. There we go. Then his nose. It's just going to slide up underneath his eyes. Isn't that cute? All right, then we're going to use the Project Life journaling pen. I'm just going to kind of make a little wonky little mouth. Make a little scar over here. Okay, so now we're going to make our little dots in the eyes. You can use your chalk marker and or your white gel pen. I'm going to use the chalk marker for this one today. I'm just going to make two little circles on the 3/4 inch black circle. Isn't it cute? Okay, so then for the Happy Halloween on the tag, I'm just going to take the Cucumber Crush, take my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp this Happy Halloween. And this is from the Spooky Fun stamp set. Okay, then I'm just going to hand cut that out. Okay, these are our gold binder clips, and I'm just going to take a dimensional. I'm going to put it right on the center of the clip. Peel that off, and I'm going to put the Happy Halloween on that. It's going to say Happy Halloween. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love this Frankie. And inside you can hold a lot of candy. So let me show you the other one. So now here's the smaller one. This is the 4-inch, and then this was the 4.5 inches high. Then here's another one. This one is using the Halloween Nights designer paper with the silver polka dots with the pumpkin pie glimmer paper. So pretty. And then this one is the Christmas one. So now just to give you an idea of how big this one is, I got a Hershey's candy bar, and that fits in there really nice. Let's just fold that down. And you can put the clip on that, just like that. Okay, so there you go. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.